Alrighty, guys. How's it going? It's your host, ID Jester. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Rook City Renegades here. Got a little three hero action going on tonight against Ambuscade. We're going to be using all the foil cards. I'm going to show you guys these up close and personal when we get to them. But I watched Mike in the one stop co-op shop. Ugh, couldn't say it there. I watched him play Sentinels today. He had done it a week or two ago, and I finally got around to watching it. I was like, oh, I need to play another one of my new Rook City Renegades. So we're playing with Nightmist Harpy and Alpha. I don't ever think I played with any of these heroes. I don't remember them at all. So it should be an interesting episode. Tim, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So Ambuscade against Nightmist, Harpy, and Alpha. Three ladies going up against it tonight. So let's take a look at what we got going on. So first things first, I'm using all the foil cards. So let's give you guys a peek at the foil. If you kickstarted it, you got the special foil edition cards. Unfortunately, these cards, the villain cards, are special. So I don't have any sleeves for these. But for the hero cards, we do have sleeves for them because they're just normal. And you can kind of see the foil. I love the little foil. It brings me back to my old sports trading card days. I know it's hard to see in the camera, but this is Alpha. And she comes in with 32. We have Harpy here. She comes in with 29 life. Some of them have really good effect. Others not as good, but yeah, maybe you can tell. You see it well. Oh, you did again. Okay, that's good. Good to hear. I didn't think it would come across very well. And then, of course, we have Nightmist. Like I said, I don't remember playing any of these heroes. I think Alpha's new to this edition. I think Alpha's new. I don't remember Alpha, the werewolf. And so I think she's new. So obviously I wouldn't have played her before. But I don't ever remember playing Nightmist or Harpy. So, excuse me. My goodness. I do remember fighting against Ambuscade, and he was a pain in the butt fast time with his flip over and become invisible and you can't attack him. So we'll see if he still does that nonsense. But he's got a new deck of cards. I hear he's so much better now. Ooh, that was a big sneeze, wasn't it? Sorry about that. He has 70 health. Let's look at his power here, because I know you won't be able to read it when it's way over there across the screen. So setup, we're going to discover H-2 device cards. We're going to be playing with three heroes, so anytime it says H plus or minus, it's going to be minus or plus 3. So it's H-3. H is 3. So anytime it says discover H-2, so it'd be 3 minus 2, it's going to be one device card. So we're going to discover a device card. And then his special ability here, we get this to focus. After a villain one-shot card is played, he flips over. And then at the start phase, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3 at -2 projectile damage, so it'd be 1 damage. And then at the end phase, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3 -2 projectile damage, so that'd be 1. We will not be playing with the alternate or the special effect. And then if he flips over, we have a whole bunch of other stuff. We won't spoil that for you, but hopefully we won't. Well, I think we will get him to flip over, so maybe we will look at it. When he flips over, he's immune to damage. And after a villain one-shot card is played or discarded, we flip this back over. And then at the hero's start phase, that hero may discard one card to reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a one-shot card, play it, otherwise bury it. At the end phase, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the lowest hit points, H melee damage. Then if there are fewer than H villain devices in play, discover a device. So he gets really nasty when he flips over. And I do love his little hologram. Really, really cool hologram. It's like a 3D battle suit. Hopefully it comes across well. I know with the lights from the ceiling kind of reflecting on it, but it kind of looks like a 3D hologram. Looks really cool. Not Jay's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, we are playing with Nightmist, the Harpy, and Alpha. As I mentioned, we didn't mention is our location is going to be Diamond Manor. Private Public's in the house. Hi, guys. How you doing? Good to see you. We're just getting started here. We're just introducing all of our heroes, and then we're getting ready to go. So, shuffle up the Diamond Manor. And boom, there we go. I do have everything sleeved, so if it gets kind of reflecting on that, I apologize for that ahead of time, but I want to protect my game and especially all of our foil cards and take care of those. So I'm sorry if it gets a little reflecty, but hopefully it won't get too bad for you guys out there. If you can't see anything, let me know. Stephen Reynolds. You can do a weekly card sleeving instead of weekly counter equipping chat. I should. You're right. Steven, you have a great idea, my friend. Another Sentinels battle tonight, I see. Yes, sir. What's going on, Phoenix Knight? Good to see everybody. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Here we go. We're just finishing shuffling the deck so no one thinks I'm up to no shenanigans here. Good to see everybody tonight. Hope all is going well. Do you think we stand any chance against Ambuscade with Nightmist, the Harpy, and Alpha? If you have not played these characters, unfortunately, crazy enough, I did not know this, right? I just decided, oh, she looks good. Oh, she looks good. She looks good. And then I decided, you know what? I should probably look. And we're actually taking the three most complicated heroes. Nightmist is a 7. The Harpy is a 9 and Alpha is a 7. The three most complex heroes in the expansion are all coming out tonight. So we got to be on our A game to figure out if we can win this. Sentinels of the Multiverse, one of my all-time favorite games. I'm trying to enjoy the second definitive edition. I enjoyed the first edition. I still enjoy the first edition. I might even enjoy the first edition more than the second edition. I kind of had a discussion going today about this. The second edition has added a lot of things, but one of the things it has added to the game was a lot more complexity to it. The thing I liked before about Sentinels of the Multiverse is how quick and easy it was. Now there's a lot of interactions where you got a character that's doing something that can make another character draw a card and play a card. Then this character draws and plays a card, which then does some damage to this guy. And then when this guy takes damage, he gets to retaliate and do damage to her. And then you're going, wait a minute. What were we doing when all this started? Oh yeah, she was playing a power. And so you've got to try and remember where the hell you were at when you're playing solo. It's really hard. It's really complex this way. Now, a lot of people love how you chain things together and you can get all that deck building mechanic going on, but it does add a lot of complexity to the game. So, yeah, I just keep that in mind. I enjoyed the first edition because it's so simple. There's not a lot of that extra stuff going on. After further review with Steve Tower, what's going on? I am brave to do it live. I really want to like this game. The math can be overwhelming when playing it. So, it's not that bad. Have you played the new definitive edition, Steve? Because they've taken a lot of that out. They've now have these damage tokens so you can remember, oh, I'm doing +1 damage, or this guy's taking -1 damage, or this guy is immune to damage, or this guy can't deal damage until the next turn. So there's a lot of tokens now that help you with all that. I don't know if you played that. But anyways, let's get into it. Oh, I have to draw our cards here so everyone can see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, what I do is I just take the cards that they have and just put them on top of their deck as a solo. That's just easier for me to do that. Haven't played the new edition, thought about it. I'm still a little bummed when I went all in the first edition and now they have a second. Well, the second edition is completely different than the first edition. I was just talking about that. Completely different. They revamped the system. They really added some stuff to the game. Everyone loves the new edition. I would highly recommend you give it another whirl, another shot, and see if you like it. So we are going to discover H-2 device cards, which means 1 device card. So we're just going to simply flip one up until we discover a device card. Of course, the first card we decide is a device. So this one says -1 damage dealt to this card and to Ambuscade. After Ambuscade to this card is dealt damage by non-villain target, this card deals the attacker H-1 energy damage. Wow. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. So this card will protect Ambuscade and itself from taking damage, and when you hit it, you'll take damage yourself. That's not a great start. Alright, so cool thing is now with the new edition, they have these nice start phase and end phase powers. So at the start of his turn, we play all the cards that have start powers. You do that. So Ambuscade. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3-2 damage. So 1 damage, and that's going to be Alpha. She's going to take a damage down to 31. And then we do the normal turn, which is just play a card. So he flips the card up and he plays it. It's another device. It's the auto stims. And then we go to the end phase. And now we just start with the hero, or the villain in this case, and then we go through all of his cards in order, and we play the end phase. It makes things a little bit more easier. Alright, so now I printed them on my Ego Mars reskin printer. The cruiser is about 1 inch long, and the destroyers are 3/4 of an inch. Nice. Nice. I purchased Dune Imperium in both expansions today. Nice! These are good games. I hope you like them. And they play great solo. They play awesome solo, actually. One of my top 10 solo games of all time. Dune Imperium. And both the expansions. I have not played with the new expansion yet. I do have it. I just haven't played with it yet. Maybe tomorrow. That's a good idea, Steven. Steven's on a roll tonight. He's got good suggestion after good suggestion. Good job, Steven. Woohoo! All right, so now we go end phase. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3-2 projectile damage, which we just did. Right then, this one it has no end phase. This one does. Ambuscade regains hit points. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a one-shot, play it. Otherwise, discard it. So we will look. Is it a one-shot? No, it's not a one-shot. It's a device. So we just will discard it. Thank God. And that is his turn. We are going to Nightmist. Nightmist, she's all about the magic. The magic. We're trying to get the magic going here. Wow. She did not get any of her good. Oof. Wow. Gee whiz. Alright, she's going to play the Tendrils of Tinnitus here. So it's a one-shot spell. She discards the top card of her deck. Nightmist is going to deal one target that much infernal damage. You see her little symbol here. When she discards a card, whatever that number is in that symbol is how much damage she does. So she discards that. It's a 3. So it says here, discard the top card of your deck. Nightmist deals 1 damage, or 1 target, 3 infernal damage, because that card was a 3. And so she's going to do 3 damage. Yes, look at him. He's going down. 67. Yes. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What am I thinking? We don't want to hit him for 3. We want to do 3 to this jerk. Yeah, we want to get rid of that. So it's 3 damage right there. Let's finish what this card says. Nightmist may deal herself that much damage, and if she takes damage this way, play the top card of your trash. So she can basically get that card if she takes 3 damage. What does this card do, you might ask? Yeah. So she would do... Okay, she will finish this up. So she will deal herself 3 damage, because that's what this card is, to play this card. So she will deal herself 3 damage. Boom, 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 down to 23 points. Then she gets to play it. This card says discard the top card of your deck, which is a 3 again. And Nightmist is going to deal 3 targets, 3 infernal damage each. She's going to deal 3 to this guy, 3 to this guy, and 3 to this guy. That's the way to do it. 3, 3. This guy is dead. And 3. 67. All right. Wonderful. Good job. Now, that was just her playing of a card. This was the card she played. So that goes into her trash. And now she gets to activate a power. Her power is discard a card. Either draw 2 cards or play a spell card. So discard a card. We're going to discard this card and either draw 2 cards or play a spell card. I think what she's going to do is draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and then at the end of her turn, she draws a card and she's done. I was hoping to get one of her relics, but she still has not gotten a relic yet. Okay. That was Nightmist. Let's move on to Harpy here. Harpy. Okay, so you see this new keyword, suddenly. If you start with any of those cards in your hand, you shuffle those back into your deck. And you draw a new card, because when you play a suddenly card, you suddenly have to play it. That's why it's a sudden. So you don't start with any of those in your hand. So we will hopefully get... Okay, so now she's got a valid hand. So after this card is played, you may draw a card or play a card. Either draw 2 cards or destroy a flock card. She doesn't have any of her flock cards. All right, she's going to play this Harpy Hex. This is an ongoing limited card. After a flock card is destroyed, the Harpy deals 1 target 2 damage. So that seems really good. She doesn't have any flock cards right now, but sooner or later she will get those. All right, so that was her play a card. Now she's going to activate a power. She'll activate her power. The Harpy deals 1 target, 1 infernal damage. So she's going to do 1 damage to this. And then either draw 2 cards or destroy a flock card. She is going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And then at the end of her turn, she gets to draw a card. Well, she still didn't get a flock card. What is going on with these? I did a terrible job of shuffling. If you're going to shuffle, at least shuffle so you can cheat yourself. Good Lord. All right, we still need to do 2 damage to this thing. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This thing is -1 damage dealt to this card, so that shouldn't have done any damage. And the first time she did damage, it would have only done that. So now we need to do a whole bunch of damage to this. Ooh. Wow. Wow. All right, I think she's gonna play the rip and tear, and that's her card play. Now for her power, she's gonna activate her power. Alpha deals one target 2 melee damage, so 2 minus 1 is 1, and then Alpha deals one target 2 melee damage minus 1. If Alpha dealt damage this way to the same target, she regains 2 hit points, so she'll regain back up to 32. And that will be it. She'll draw a card at the end of her turn. And wow, she did not get any. She doesn't have any of her aspects, which are her special cards. She didn't get any of her relics, which are her special cards. And Harpy didn't get any of her flock cards, which are her special cards. What is going on? You are purposely trying to kill me. All right. Let's see what we got here. Diamond Book of Monsters. It's a relic. If this card is played or revealed during a hero's turn, put this card in a hero's play area. Well, this card is in the hero's play area. +1 damage dealt by heroes. If this card enters the villain area, each hero, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is basically just sitting there waiting to see where it goes. Now we go back to the villain's turn. So we play start phase. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 1 damage. That is back to Alpha. She's down to 31. And then we will, that's all there is. We will play a card. Run and gun. When this card is destroyed, Ambuscade character flips over. And then it's got a start phase and an end phase. All right, end phase. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 1 damage. So down to 30. This one is nothing in this one. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3 minus 1, 2 projectile damage. So that is going to be her again, down to 28. All right, so that is pretty good. I like the second edition where you have a start phase. Let's see if is it on this book. No. It's maybe it'll be on here though. Let's see. Yeah, you have the start phase, and you do everything that's in the start phase. You just go through, boom, 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 and then you have your regular phase, and then you have your end phase, and then you just start again and go through step by step. Makes it very neat and organized. I will say that. All right, so back to our turn. Yay! We still need to kill this guy. This will ambuscade at the end to stuffle the villain trash into the villain deck, then destroy this card. So this card will go away at the start turn, next turn, and when this card is destroyed, Ambuscade will flip over. So this card will get destroyed at the start of his next turn. You can see here. So at the start of his next turn, shuffle the villain trash in the villain deck and then destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, Ambuscade will flip over. So he'll be immune to damage next turn. So if we're going to hit him, it's got to be now. It's got to be now. But we have to get rid of this, which is given -1 damage to everything dealt. Yucky, yucky stuff. Discard the top card of your deck. Either destroy one target with fewer hit points or... Let's see, this guy's got 2 hit points left, huh? Oh, she's going to call forth. That's what she wants right there. She wants to do her call forth. Summon an item or relic card from any one deck or trash. Discard the top card of your deck. Nightmist deals herself that much damage, but that is okay because we want her relic. Her relic is this the one? Yeah. Okay. So we will shuffle up her deck. So this nice little cheat sheet now has got the phases, you know, the turn sequence, blah blah blah. But it also on the back has all your keywords on here. Ally, burying a card, collecting a card, discovering a card, reacting to a card, savaging a card, suddenly, and summon. So summon, search the trash and deck for an indicated number of the indicated cards. Play that card found. If you search the deck, shuffle it. So it goes through and explains all the new keywording for you. So we call forth our Amulet of the Elder Gods. And we get to put that into play. This one basically gives us +1 to our damage. And then whenever Nightmist would be dealt infernal damage, I can bury a card from my hand. And if I do, I can redirect that damage. Oh yeah. So Call Force says, summon an item or relic card from any one deck or trash, which we just did. Then we discard the top card of your deck. Boom. Oh, it's a 4 too. That's awesome. Discard the top card of your deck and Nightmist deals herself that much infernal damage. Remember, because I just put this out, I can bury a card and redirect that damage. And it's +1. So I will do that. I will bury a card. What card are we going to bury? You say. I say it's going to be the Planar Banishment. Bury means just put it at the bottom of your deck. And now I can redirect that 4 damage to someone else. But it's +1 because of my new relic. +1. So it's 5 damage I'm going to be doing to somebody. I think we're going to do that to Ambuscade. So he's down to 62. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Wait a minute. Do I... Actually, let me take... Yeah. It would actually be -1 damage because of this. Right. No, I think that's a big enough hit. We're going to do 5 damage -1. It's going to be 4 damage. We're going to do the 4 damage there. That's a big enough hit. So that was her card play. Now she has discard a card and either draw 2 cards or play a spell card. So we're going to discard a card. All right, we're going to discard a card, and then we're going to play a spell card. We're going to discard the top card of our deck. Boom, it's a 3 again. So we can destroy a target with 3 or fewer hit points. Or we can bury a card in the trash. Well, we're going to kill this guy who's got 3 or less hit points. And then we're going to take... The attacker is going to take H -1 energy damage. So it's going to be 3 -1 is 2 energy damage. So she's going to be down to 21 damage. Ouch. And then at the end of her turn, she'll draw a card. Ooh, she got the Master of Magic. All right. Could you have taken the Environment's Relic is the question. Yes. No, I could not have taken it because it said... let's see, which card was it? Summon an ongoing. No, that's not the run. Summon an item or relic card from any one deck or trash. So these are cards in play. So I could not take this. I could take one from here, or I could take one from there, but it wouldn't go to her. All it would do is summon it and put it into play. Hopefully that explains it for you. All right, Harpy. All right, Harpy, what do you got? We can discover a flock card, which is what we want to do, I think, and either summon one cohort card or summon the Mask of the Sky. Oh, we also have this guy here. Oh, this guy's awesome. Huggin the Wise. It's a minion. It's a minion with life and everything. And a hero regains 2 hit points every time at start phase, and then at the end phase, either draw 2 cards or play a card. We gotta get him out. Hell yes. All right, and then for a power, Harpy deals 1 target, 1 infernal damage. Boom, take your damage. He's down to 62. And then either draw 2 cards or destroy a flock card. Well, we don't have a flock card out yet, so we will draw 2 cards. Oh, there's a flock card. Oh, two of them now. Okay. Now, at the end of her turn, either draw 2 cards or play a card. And then you may discover... Oh, actually, these go in order. By the way, they were played, by the way. So this is played first. So you may discover a flock card. Well, we're going to discover... Discover is reveal cards from the top of your deck until you find one. So we will go through here until we discover one. We'll add it to our hand. And then for Huggin the Wise, we can either draw 2 cards or play a card. Well, guess what? We're going to play a card that is just too OP to have that guy out there. Where we can just play a card. So we're going to play Okay. Discard 2 cards. So having lots of cards in her hand is awesome, because she's got the flock cards, which are going to do like automatic damage at the end of her turn. So we're actually going to play this, because at the end of going through the end of turn phase, and you do them in order, so this card will actually get to do his end of turn phase, which the Harpy is going to deal 1 target, 3 projectile damage, and it's going to go down to 59. How do you feel now, Ambuscade? Not feeling so good anymore, are you? And then at the end of her turn, she'll draw a card. Wow. I think the Harpy is really good so far. Wow. Woo. All right, let's do some more damage. He's down to 59. Can we kill him? Put any number of aspect cards in play. I don't have any. Or I can play these silver bindings. -2 damage dealt by alpha to targets with the target with the lowest hit points. Okay, that wouldn't be Ambuscade. And then the power is I can summon an aspect card to destroy this card. And then at the end of the phase, I can hurt herself, 2 fix psychic damage, and draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm going to play this one. Put any number of aspect cards in play in your hand. We don't have any aspect cards. Then I can draw 3 cards. Feral Feast, 1 shot. The Wolf Within, which is another 1 shot. And the Wolf Within, which is another 1 shot. Then if there are 3 or more aspect cards in play, play a card. Nope. Otherwise, one ally hero draws a card. So one ally hero is going to be Nightmist. She will draw a card. Boom. Alright, that was her. Now she'll activate a power. And the power is going to be deal 1 target 2 damage. Deal 1 target 2 damage. And if she did the same target twice, regains 2 hit points. Back up to 30. Oh, yes. I like that. Oof. Double claw. Nice. Alright, and then at the end of her turn, she draws a card, and she's done. Alright, let's see what the environment does. Is it going to screw us over? Lockle the Afflicted. It's a werewolf. -1 damage dealt to this card by targets with fewer hit points. Okay. If there are any relic cards in the villain play area, there's not. This card deals the target with the highest hit points 3 melee damage. Okay. So, this comes into play, and then end of phase. If there are any relic cards in the villain play area, this is not a relic card. And he's only got that 1 card out. Okay. So that's the environment. It's not doing a lot right now. It's just kind of in the way. Ambuscade. Start of turn. We go to his first. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3 minus 2 projectiles. So 1 damage. So it's going to be 29. Then we go to this, which is start phase. Shuffle the villain trash, which is this, into the villain deck and destroy this card. So we shuffle the villain trash and then destroy this card. So this card does not get shuffled back in. When this card is destroyed, Ambuscade flips over. Bling. So we will put these in there. We will shuffle it up. The one good thing about sleeves, normally I don't sleeve things, but the one thing I do like when you sleeve things is it shuffles so much better. Shuffles so much easier to shuffle decks up with sleeves on them. Alright, so that was the start turn. Then we go to his regular turn, which is draw a card and play it. 1 shot. If this card is played during a hero's turn, Ambuscade regains 8 hit points. Deals the hero target with the hero's highest hit points 8 projectile damage to discover device card. Otherwise, Ambuscade deals 3 minus 1 hero targets. So it'd be 2 hero targets with the highest hit points, 2 damage. So highest are these 2 damage. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's it. And then end of phase, Ambuscade. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points, H melee damage. So again, that's 3 damage. That's going to be either one of these. We'll give it to Alpha because she's going to be healing. 1, 2, 3. And then if there are fewer than 3 villain devices cards in play, discover device card. So we will discover a device. That's not a device. That's not a device. No. 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 There's a device. That sucks. And we shuffle these back in. Alright, then we go to end of turn. No. End of turn. Yes. This card deals the hero target with the highest hit points, 3 minus 1, so 2 energy damage. So it's going to be actually Harpy minus 2, ding ding, down to 25. And until the villain start phase, minus 1 damage dealt by the target. Ooh, that's not good. So Harpy's going to do minus 1 damage until the start of his phase. Until the villain's start phase, -1 damage dealt by the target. Dealt damage this way. So we gotta get rid of that Hunter probe. That's not very nice at all. We can't hurt Ambuscade because he's immune to damage right now anyways. Actually, after a villain one-shot card is played or discarded, he flips. Actually, hang on a second. I think we might have. We gotta look at how everything happened because I think we might have already flipped him back over actually. So he flips over when that card. Then we shuffled that stuff into the deck, right? Then it was hit. He was flipped over. Then we did his play phase where we drew a card. This is the card we drew, which is Spiel the Spotlight. If this card is played during a hero turn, blah, 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 blah. Otherwise, Ambuscade deals 2 hero targets with the highest hit points 2 projectile damage. This is a one-shot. Ambuscade actually, when he's flipped over, says he's immune to damage after a villain one-shot card is played or discarded, flip over. So that means he should flip over. Which means he wouldn't have brought this out. Right? Because he only got to play that because of this power. He only got to play that because of he only got to play this card because of this power. So he would have flipped over, and instead, she wouldn't have taken her 2 damage. And this card would go back into the deck, and then Ambuscade instead deals the hero target with the highest hit points 3 minus 2 projectile damage. So 1 damage. So it's going to be 1 damage here. 26. Boom. That's how we're going to fix that. Yeah, Tim agrees. He flip it. Okay, I agree. I think we messed it up. All right, and we're just shuffle his deck real good so we can make sure everything's in there. All right. All right, so over to, yeah, good catch. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. All right, so we're going to Nightmist here. Nightmist. She's got a relic, which is awesome. Now, she did pick up her Master of Magic. So after you discard the top card of your deck, you may immediately discard a card from your hand. So this is a way that if we flip over a card and it's only got 1 damage or something, we can, take a card from our hand. And then if we have 3 or fewer cards in our hand, we can always draw up to 4 cards as well. So this kind of card really helps us. So we're going to play this card. And then for our power, we're going to activate our special discard a card. When this card is destroyed. All right, we're going to discard a card. And then we're going to play a spell card. We're going to play this card right here. Just discard the top card of your deck. Boom. Oh, it's a 4. Look at that. Holy cow. Nightmist deals 1 target, 4 irreducible infernal damage. That is 4 plus 1 because of a relic is 5. Cha-ching. He's down to 50 hit points. Then 1 other target regains that many hit points. That's 5 hit points. That's really good. In fact, it's going to be her because she will heal herself to maximum 26. Wow. 21 to 26. That is awesome. So she plays the spell card. Boom. Then at the end of her turn, hero, go to the draw phase. So we draw our card. Boom. And then we do all of our end of turn. Our end of turn says, if I have 3 or fewer cards in my hand, draw until you have 4 cards. I'm going to draw until I have 4 cards. Boom, boom, and boom. Wow. That is really good. That's really good. All right, on to Harpy. Ooh, Harpy, let's go. Let's go. All right, so we have a couple start phases. So we got to go in order. Always start with the hero, and then you go earliest to, you know, in order of the way they were played. So one hero regains 2 hit points because of this guy. That will be Alpha, up to 26. This one says discard 2 cards. Then, if you have no cards in hand, the Harpy deals herself 2 fixed psychic damage and destroy this card. Well, we got plenty of cards to discard. So, let's see. The Mask of Shry and Shry. Okay, that sounds important. Let's we're going to discard those 2 cards. They happen to be the same one. Magical Request. All right, we're going to discard those 2 cards. So those are our start. Okay? Then play. We're going to play a card. This card. Discover a flock card. So first things first, we're going to discover, which again is just, here's one right there. Boom. All right, top one. All right, we discovered. It says discover a flock card. Then either summon a cohort card or summon the Mask of Sky and Shroud. So, let's summon the Mask of Sky and Shroud. That sounds really good. So let's summon that card. There it is. It was literally the 3rd card away from where we were at. All right, then of course you're going to shuffle your deck. Anytime you go through your deck like that, because you might memorize what cards are in what position. I don't know, but we're going to shuffle anyways. All right, we summon that. So this summon means it goes right into play. Again, if you're not sure, you look at your little cheat sheet. Summon. Search the trash or deck for the indicated number of the indicated cards. Play the card found. If you search your deck, then shuffle it. So this is going into play. Flock cards gain the keyword suddenly. Ooh. So anytime we draw a flock, so that means all flock cards instantly have the word suddenly, which means anytime you get a card that says suddenly, you have to immediately play it. This is the flock card here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Discard 2 cards. Then if you have no cards in hand, the Harpy deals herself 2 fixed damage and destroy this card. Uh-oh, hang on. I better get rid of the rest of our flock cards. All right, I will discard 2 cards. Do I have anything else that says flock? I do not have anything else that says flock on it. Okay. So flock cards gain the keyword suddenly. And then I have a power. I can drop to 5 cards, which, I don't know if I want to do that because you can get a bunch of flock cards. We actually have 2 flock cards out right now. So now I'm in our draw phase. So I go and I draw a card. Then we do our end of turn phase, and we go end of turn. The Harpy deals 1 target, 3 damage. Guess what? I'm going to chew this guy's face off. 47. Then we go to this one. Either draw 2 cards or play a card. I'm going to draw 2 cards because that keeps those other cards in play longer. Because I have 2, 4, 6, I have 7 cards in hand. That's really good. Then we go to this one. You may discover a flock card. I would instantly have to play it. You know what? I'm going to do that. So I'm a Discover and Flock card. Here's one right here. So that one just comes into play. Again, you're doing this in order, so it will get to do its end of turn thing. This does not have an end phase. This one, the Harpy deals up to 3 targets, 2 projectile damage each. We're going to eat his face for 2 damage, 45. And you know what? We'll hit this guy for 2 damage too. Why not? Okay. And then this one says the Harpy deals 1 target, 3 projectile damage. So another 3 damage. These birds are just eating everyone's face. Down to 42 damage left. And these are all her cards, by the way. Ambuscade, I guess we'll just have to put his cards up here somewhere. I don't know. I didn't realize she was going to have so many cards. Ooh, all right. That was the end of her turn. She's got 3 birds just eating face. 1, 2, 3. And then she's got this guy that just helps healing everybody. Healing everybody. I like this. All right, Alpha, the werewolf lady. Come on, what can you do? The Wolf Within, that sounds good. Player discovered aspect. Did we get an aspect card yet? We still not got an aspect card. Oh my god, look at this. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. I could have sworn I shuffled this. Urgh. Ugh. All right, we're going to play a one shot. We're going to find an aspect card. So we're going to play or discover an aspect card. Discover. We're looking for something that says aspect. Oh, there's aspect right there. So discover means reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal the indicating card. Shuffle the other reveal cards into the deck. Play the cards in the order revealed. But you don't, discover does not get to put it out. It just goes into your hand, unfortunately. So player discover an aspect card. Now we have the Blood Curling Howl, which is ongoing aspect card. Alpha deals 1 target, 1 sonic damage. Destroy an ongoing card in the target's play area. That would be nice if we can get it out. All right, so what else do we get to do? If there are 3 or more aspect cards in play, Alpha deals up to 4 targets, 2 melee damage. Otherwise, discover 1 aspect card. Oh, we get to do it again. No. There's 1. Powerful frame. Okay. Play, we're just going to do 3 or more aspect cards in play. Alpha deals up to 4 targets, 2 melee damage. Otherwise, discover an aspect card. All right. So we're just going to discover an aspect card. A little shuffling. Sorry about that. All right. So that was our play a card. Now we simply play a power. And it's going to be this one again. Alpha's going to do 1 target, 2 melee damage. Ching, ching. He's down to 40. Then deals 1 target, 2 melee damage. Down to 38. Ching, ching. If she hits the same target twice, she regains 2 hit points. Boom. Back up to 28. Lovely. And then we have her draw phase. And then we have her end phase. She doesn't have anything with end phase, so she is okay. We go to the environment. Nothing with anything that says start phase. So we just simply draw a card. Regli the Refugee. All right, put that into play. And then we go through and we do end of phase from newest to oldest. Or from oldest to newest. So nothing there. This one says, if there are any relic cards in the villain play area, Ambuscade has nothing. This is all her stuff. So this card deals the target with the highest hit points 3. Nope. All right. What about this guy? End phase. The hero with the fewest cards in hand draws a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be Nightmist. The hero character with the lowest hit points regains 2. So that's going to be Harpy here. Goes up to 28. And move 1 relic card from the environment play area. So that's this one. Move 1 relic card from the environment play area to the play area with the target with the highest hit points. That is going to be Ambuscade, and he's going to get this relic now. When this card enters the villain play area, each hero character deals himself 2 fixed psychic damage, then destroy this card. So it's going to go here, but it immediately gets destroyed, and we all take 2 damage. That sucks. Now, if we could have had him a little bit lower, that would have been awesome. Because that could have came to us. But he's got 38. He's got 38 life left. We just missed out on it. Because she has 28. They had 28 hit points. That would have been awesome, but not quite low enough. All right. So start phase. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 1 damage. So that's going to be Alpha down to 25. Then we draw a card. It's a 1-shot. If this card is played during... Nope, it's not. Otherwise, Ambuscade deals each hero target 3 energy damage. Wow. Unavoidable explosion. It's a 1-shot. Okay. So, simply 3 damage to everybody. 21. 23. We are doing really good with health. Really good. 1, 2, 3. Down to 22. All right. So that was his... That was his play phase. Now we go to end of turn. Ambuscade deals the hero target. Oh, wait. That was a 1-shot. It was a 1-shot. After the villain plays a 1-shot, it flips over. Bloop. So we go to this end phase. Oh, that's going to suck. Okay. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the lowest hit points 3 damage. Oh, that's going to be Nightmist. 18. 1, 2, 3. 18. Then if there are fewer than 3 devices in play, we discover a device. So we got to define a device. And it's going to be this one. And I'm going to put this up there, which kind of sucks because you do it in order. So this is actually going to get its end phase. Ambuscade regains hit points. 3 hit points. He's going to get back 3 hit points. He's going to be back up to 41. That sucks. And then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a 1-shot, play it. Otherwise, discard it. It is a 1-shot, which means he will flip. And he'll be able to damage him again. But if this card is put in, otherwise, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points. That's Harpy. 3 plus 1 irreducible damage. So that's 4 damage. Wow. That's not very... I just got done saying how we were doing great with health. And now we're down to 18 and 19 and 22. That was not good. But he flipped twice. He flipped over. He did some stuff and then he flipped back. So at least we can still damage him. All right. And this thing only has 4 life. Okay. Let's see, Nightmist. I'm actually going to move that over just slightly. All right. Is that all right? That's probably okay. All right. I need the relic that she's got a relic that whenever she takes infernal damage, she can redirect that. Oh, right. She's got that. Bury a card to redirect it anytime. Right. Okay. All right, I think she's going to play the Tendrils again. So we're going to discard a card. It's a 2. We don't want that, so we're going to immediately, because we have the Masters of Magic, after you discard the top card in your deck, you may immediately discard 1 card from your hand. We're going to discard this one, which is a 4. Plus 1 from the relic is 5. That's 5 damage. Down to 36. Actually, so that was her card play. Now, oops, wait, that was her card play there. Sorry. That was her card. Now I'm going to... All right, I'm going to discard this card. I'm gonna activate her power. Boom. And it's discard a card, which I did. Now either draw 2 cards or play a spell. I'm going to play a spell. That's the Souring Mist. Discard the top card of your deck, which is a 1. Nightmist deals 1 target, 3 infernal damage. Plus 1, 4. I'm going to destroy this thing. Boom. Get that out of there. Then I'm going to draw I'm going to draw my card. And then this says, if you have 3 or fewer cards, draw until you have 4 cards. I will draw until I have 4 cards. And I will be done. So she did okay damage. All right, Harpy. Now, start of phase. We got to go again. She's got a whole bunch of things. Discard 2 cards. Then if you have no fixed card. Okay, so I got to discard 2 cards. Right. We're going to discard these 2 cards. This guy, 1 hero target regains 2 hit points. That's going to be Harpy. She'll be up to 21. Then discard 2 cards. Uh-oh, we're going to be in trouble here, aren't we? We want to make sure we get rid of the ones that we want to get rid of. All right, I'll get rid of those 2. And then, last but not least, discard 2 cards. And I do have enough, thank God. Otherwise, well, I mean, I would take 2 damage and then that card would go away. So it's going to eventually hurt me. That's why I'm trying to make sure. Now, that was all start phase. Now we go to play phase. I've only got 1 card. Guess which card I'm going to play? This one. It's a 1-shot. The Harpy deals 1 target, 1 irreducible cold damage, 1 irreducible fire damage, 1 irreducible lightning damage. That's 3 damage. Zap, zap, zap. 1, 2, 3. Ching, ching, ching. If there are no flock cards in play, you may draw a card or play an ongoing card, whether there is, so you don't have to worry about that. Then we go to her power phase. We've got a whole bunch to choose from. I am going to activate their power. I think there's also draw 5 cards. The problem with this is if I draw any of them and they're, you know what? Let's go ahead. We're going to activate that to draw 5 cards. This could be nonsense. Let's see. If it's a flock, oh, it's a suddenly card. Shuffle your trash into your deck. The Harpy deals herself 1 fixed psychic damage. And then discover a flock card. Oh my god. Okay, so hang on a second. That was her first card of 5. We got to shuffle your trash into your deck. And then she's going to deal herself 1 fixed damage. So she's down to 20. And then she discovers a flock card. Oh boy. This could get crazy. Oh boy. So we'll discover a flock card. There it is. So it gains the word suddenly, which means it's played immediately. This is going to get crazy. That was her first of 4 cards. Oh my gosh, get the flock out of here is right. All right, so that was the first card. Second card. All right, third card. Fourth card. Fifth card. Not one of them was a flock card. Unbelievable. You can flock that off. I can't flock that up. So that is our power phase. Then I go to my draw phase and I draw. Then I go to my end turn, and this is where it's going to get crazy. I go to my end cards. Here we go. The Harpy deals 1 target, 3 damage. Boom. 3 damage. He's down to 30. Then it goes here. Either draw 2 cards or play a card. Well, guess what? I am going to draw 2 cards so I can keep all these cards in play. Might as well. You may discover a flock card. I'm not going to choose to do that. I am going to have the Harpy deal up to 3 targets, 2 projectile damage. And yes, we're going to hurt this guy again. And then we're going to hurt this guy again. He's down to 28. Then this one says the Harpy deals 1 target, 3 damage. He's down to 25. And then the Harpy deals 3 targets, 2 projectile damage each. He's down to 23. And we will go ahead and put another damage on this guy just because we can. Why not? And that is the end of her phase. Wow. She's got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 birds just out there eating face. Love it. All right. We got to get our other aspect cards in play. We got to get our aspect cards in play. All right. There's Blood Crawling Howl. That's her card she will get into play. Now, every turn when she plays her start of phase, she will be able to do some nice damage. You know what? Yeah, she's doing fine in that. That's fine. I'll get her other aspect out. So that is that. Power, Rip and Tear. It's going to be 2 damage, down to 21. 2 damage, down to 19. And then she heals 2 points, back up to 24. Nice. And then she will draw. And then end phase. If there are 3 more aspect cards in play, there is not. So she is done. Start, turn, nothing. We draw a card. Prison of the Inner Eye. Then we do end of turn. If there are any relic cards in the villain area, there is not. The hero with the fewest cards in hand draws a card. That's going to be Nightmist for sure. The hero character with the lowest hit points regains 2 hit points. That's Nightmist. She'll go up to 20. Move 1 relic card from the environment play area to the play area with the target. There is a relic. And then it's going to go to the player area with the target with the highest hit points. That is actually going to be Alpha. Because he has 19. She's got 24, 20, and 20. So this actually comes to us now, or to her now. And at the start of her turn, if there are no targets in this play area with 5 or fewer hit points, move this card to the play area with the target with the lowest hit points. And then, so this doesn't get to activate because this moves it. That's interesting. Okay. So we go right to Ambuscade. Start turn. Hero target with the highest hit points, 1 damage. That's Alpha. She will take it. damage. Then he will draw a card. It's an ongoing card. When this card is destroyed, Ambuscade will flip. So we've had this run and gun before. End of turn. His first. He deals the hero target 3 minus 2 damage. So 1 projectile damage. Highest. That's going to be her again. 22. End phase. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points. H minus 1. So 3 minus 1. 2 projectile damage. So down to 20. So, okay, that was 4. He did literally like 4 points of damage to us. We're going to do 19 to him and kill him this time, I think. It's going to be over. I have a feeling we're going to kill him this time. You had your chance, buddy. You had your chance. Hmm. Now we can't discard that card. Wow. Discard the top card of your deck. Reveal and replace the top card of up to that many decks. Discard the top card of one deck. Play the top card of one deck. She's not going to be able to do much damage this time, unfortunately. Summon one ongoing card from any one deck or trash in play. Discard the top card of your deck. Nightmist deals herself blank infernal damage. So I'm going to summon an ongoing card. Let's see here. She doesn't have any. Wow. Let's see if she has any. There's an on. All right, so she will summon this card. All right. So this card said what? Summon one ongoing card, which means you find it and play it. So whenever a non-hero card would be played, you may discard a card. If you do, discard the non-hero card instead of playing it. And Nightmist deals herself whatever the top of her card is in infernal damage. So basically, we can prevent bad cards from coming out. So that's good. All right, so that was summon an ongoing card from any one deck or trash. Then discard the top card of your deck, which is, this is 2 damage. And she deals herself 2 damage, but because of this, I can discard a card, which will be this card. I can redirect that 3 damage over to Knucklehead. He's down to 16. Cha-ching. Then her power is going to be discard a card, which is going to be this one. And then I can either draw 2 cards or play a spell. I'm going to play a spell, which is going to be Misform, which makes her immune to non-infernal damage. So she won't be taking any damage this turn. And then I will draw a card, and then because of this card, I have 3 or fewer hit points, or 3 or fewer cards I can draw until I have 4 cards. So I will draw 4 cards and I will be done. Boom. So he's down to 16. Can we do 16 points, Harpy? I don't know. So start phase. Okay, here we go. Discard 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. One hero regains 2 hit points. That's going to be Alpha. Back up to, hang on. It was 20. It'd be 22, dummy. Nothing. Discard 2 cards, which are going to be these 2. Discard 2 cards. and discard 2 cards. So I don't take any damage, but I don't have any cards. So, play phase, I can't play anything because I don't have any cards. Power phase, I will activate a power. Harpy deals 1 target, 1 infernal damage. That'll be him. He's down to 15. Then I can either draw 2 cards or destroy a flock card. I will destroy a flock card, actually. Which is going to be this one. Boil of Hawks. I will destroy this card. The reason you would say, why do you want to do that? It's going to do 2 projectile damage. Well, after a flock card is destroyed, the Harpy deals 1 target 2 damage. Guess what? He's still going to take the 2 damage. He's down to 13. Then I do my draw phase. I draw a card. And then I do my end phase. The Harpy deals 1 target 3 damage. He's down to 10. Harpy's going to draw 2 cards or play a card. I will draw 2 cards. Okay. You may discover a flock. No, I'm not going to do that. The Harpy deals 3 targets, 2 damage. He's down to 8. Damn. Am I going to make it? 1 Harpy deals 1 target, 3 damage. He's down to 5. 5 damage left. Can we get him? Can we get him? Oh, it's going to come up to rip and tear. She's going to rip him in a new asshole, I think. All right, that is the end of Harpy's turn. And now she's only got 3 cards. She won't be able to keep them all in because each one is going to cost 2 cards. And if she can't pay for them, she takes 2 damage. So she's going to take a bunch of damage here in a minute as her flock starts eating her face. But Alpha, start. Oh, wait, we got some starts. So start. Alpha deals 1 target, 1 sonic damage. Boom, he's down to 4. Then destroy 1 ongoing card in that target's play area. He does have an... Oh, no! No! I can't, no! When this card's destroyed, he flips. No, I can't damage him now. Oh my god, no! No! Oh, he's got 4 hit points left. All right. That was the start phase for that. Then, if there are no targets in this play area with 5 or fewer hit points, move this card to the play area with the target with the lowest hit points. That's Ambuscade. So he gets this card now. He's got 4 hit points. Damn. And it doesn't matter what I do, because I can't do damage to him. I'm going to play an aspect card. And then I will draw a card. I won't draw a card yet. That's I need to play a power. Either discover an aspect card. Let's discover an aspect card. That sounds like a good thing. Here we go. All right. There's a lot of shuffling now because you're going through your deck a lot in this second edition now, as you guys can see. Seems to be a lot more going through your deck to get cards you need. Then I will draw a card at the end of her turn, and we'll be done. Start of turn, there is nothing. We flip up a card. Ooh, the Bloodless Reliquary. Okay. End phase. If there are any relic cards in the villain play area, there is a relic in the villain. Okay. The card deals the target with the highest hit points 3 melee damage. Oh no. That's Alpha. down to 19. This one, the hero with the fewest cards in hand, which is going to be Nightmist. Maybe not, actually. Harpy lost. Yeah, she's going to draw a card. Okay. Then whoever's got the lowest hit points, that is Alpha, is going to go back up to 21. And then move one relic card from the environment play area to the play area with the target with the highest hit points. That is this one, actually. And the highest hit points is going to be Alpha again. Oh, she's getting a +1 damage dealt by the targets in this play area. Woo! Alright, so that is that. Now, go to Ambuscade, you cheating bastard. He had to live. He knew he had to live. Alright, start phase. So actually, there's this card now with the start phase. If there are no targets in this play area with 5 or fewer hit points, move this card to the play area with the target with... There is, actually. He's got 4 hit points. So this card stays with him. That's all of his start turns. So we go right into his play phase, which is play a card. It's an ongoing card, which means he doesn't flip. When this card is destroyed, it will flip. Maybe we can destroy an ongoing card. That would be awesome. Who can destroy an ongoing card? Now, end of phase. End of phase. So we go with Ambuscade first. Deals the hero target with the lowest hit points 3 damage. That's going to be, we'll give it to Harpy, 17. And then if there are fewer than 3 devices, we discover a device. No. 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 Device. Literally had 4 hit points left, you son of a bitch. Then, end phase. Each target in this play area. Oh my gosh. The Prison of the Inner Eye, end phase. Each target in this play area deals himself 2 fixed psychic damage. Then move this card to the play area with the target with the lowest fixed damage. I can't be reduced, right? Fixed. Although he's immune to damage. Fixed damage. Let's see. I think, all right, let's assume the immune overrides this. So he wouldn't take any damage. Then move this card to the play area with the target with the lowest hit points. Well, he's still the lowest hit points. He keeps this. Then Ambuscade regains hit points. 3. So he's back up to 7. Reveal the top card of the villain play area. It's an ongoing. If it's a one-shot, he would play it. Otherwise, he doesn't. And then this card, Ambuscade deals the target with the second lowest hit points 2 damage. Second lowest is Nightmist, 18. All right. So all you have to do is get rid of a one-shot. Anything that gets rid of a one-shot that would, once this card is destroyed, then he will flip. So we can flip him over. Destroy, there we go. Ongoing, oh no, yes, it's an ongoing card. All right. So she will play this one-shot spell. Decide the top card of your deck. It's a 1. Destroy 1 ongoing card. We will destroy this. Boom. When this card is destroyed, Ambuscade flips. Oh, bad luck for you, buddy. You got 7 hit points left. That's probably not good. Oh, you know what? At the start of her turn, we should have done her start of turn things, which is she should have regained 3 hit points. So she's back up to 21. And then this card gets destroyed. Oh, yeah, that's right. He couldn't have done any damage because Oh, right. We could have reached. I forgot. We could have blocked every one of these cards that came out. We could have blocked them. Ah, I'm so dumb. I'm just trying to hurry this up because I know you guys been around for a while. I want to finish it up for you guys. He's only got 7 hit points. Let's just kill the bastard. All right, so thanks. So that was her card play. Now let's do her power. Power is discard a card. Let's discard this one. Then either draw 2 cards or play a spell. We will play a spell. Now, you know what? I'll just draw 2 cards. I'm just going to draw 2 cards. And then her end of turn, she'll draw a card and she'll be done. She's not going to do the damage anyways. All right, so Harpy, start of phase. Discard 2 cards. Boom. Hero regains 2 hit points. That'll be her. She's back up to 19. She's going to need it here in a second. Discard 2 cards, which she can do. This one says discard 2 cards. Then if you have no cards in hand... Oh, wait, actually, this one would say discard 2 cards. Then if you have no cards in hand, which she doesn't, the Harpy deals herself 2 fixed psychic damage and destroy this card. So she's going to take 2 damage. Then this card says, oh, and after a flock card is destroyed, the Harpy deals 1 target, 2 damage, down to 5. Then this card, just discard 2 cards. Then if you have no cards in hand, the Harpy deals herself 2 fixed psychic damage and destroy this card. She's down to 15. After a flock card is destroyed, deal 2 damage, down to 3. I don't like how this is... very kind of loosey-goosey. All right, 3 damage left, but she has no cards, so she can't do anything. She will play a power, which is going to be deal 1 target, 1 infernal damage. So he's down to 2. You know what's coming. And then either draw 2 cards or destroy a flock card. I will draw 2 cards. That's fine. And then my end of turn phase, I will draw a card, and then we'll go to end of phase. The RP deals 1 target, 3 projectile damage. That's going to be it. The birds just eat his face. Gone. He's dead. Ambuscade loses. Woo. And then I could have either drawn 2 cards or play a card. We would draw 2 more cards. And then I could discover a flock card. In this case, I might discover a flock card. So I would have... oh, there's a cohort. That would have been nice. There's a flock card. There you go. That is a look. Wow, I cannot believe how much health we actually have left. That is amazing. This dude... Hugging the Wise that got out right off the bat every turn, gave somebody 2 hit points back. That was literally like 16 hit points he saved us. That was really nice. Really nice. And then she had a little healing. And then Alpha, really good. With this rip and tear right off the bat. It's 2 damage. She hits the same guy. She heals 2 hit points, which was very nice to get off right off the bat. Ooh, very nice. Very. I like how we talked about 2nd edition and 1st edition. I like the simplicity of 1st edition. I don't like how there is a lot in this where you're digging through your deck looking for cards and then you're having to shuffle. It kind of breaks the flow of the game. And there's a lot of times, if you watch, there's a lot of times, depending on which hero you're playing, where it'll be like one hero plays a card and the card will say like, one hero plays a card, one hero draws a card, one hero plays a power. And then you're literally having to stop what you're doing to have a different hero draw a card, a different hero play a card, and a different hero play a power. And then you got to remember where the hell, what were we doing when all this got started from? So it's almost like you need to have like a token so you can remember where you're at, which phase you're at, which hero you're at, because there's going to be this cascading effect of I'm doing this, but now I'm going and doing this from this hero, which is then going to play a power, and that power is going to, play in a card. That card might say, do something and destroy the environment card. And when you go to destroy the environment card might say something like, if this gets destroyed, then do something with the villain card. And then you're going to do, it's got this cascading craziness going on. And there's a lot to keep track of in this second edition this way. It is very nicely done. Next time, I'd like to request Setback is one of okay. I can do a Setback for you, my friend. That's cool. I don't mind. We do requests here. That's cool. I can do Setback. Setback is he's crazy. Mr. Lucky, Unlucky. That's his thing. He has lucky cards and unlucky cards now. And so when you play him, if you play an unlucky card, bad things happen. If you play a lucky card, then good things happen. And his lucky cards get powered up by how many unlucky cards he has in play. So you want to play your unlucky cards and have a whole bunch of them out. So when you play your lucky card, it really gets energized, because your lucky cards will say things like, do 5 damage to every person plus, or like 1 person for every unlucky card you have. So you could like have 4 unlucky cards out there. So you could do like 20 points of damage to somebody. It's crazy. Where did you get the Rook City expansion? I got it from Kickstarter. I kickstarted it when it was on the Kickstarter last year. I don't know if it's. I think it's out yet. I think it's out. Should be out. I would think it'd be out. Yeah, I kickstarted both the Rook City and the base game. The reason I did that is because I love their little foil cards. So I showed you guys this. If you kickstarted, you got this super cool. It's hard to see. I'm going to switch you guys back to the other camera, but you can kind of see the foil. I use the foil cards, and I love how they have the little foil effects on them and stuff. You can kind of see it a little bit in the camera, but it's not as brilliant as it is here. And you can really see it's like on the back side with his super suit. So I like the foil cards. If you kickstarted it, you get the foil cards for free. So I love the foil cards. So I kickstarted it, and you can kind of see. And I obviously put them in the plastic because I like to take care of my cards there. So that was Ambuscade. This environment. It was crazy. It didn't do much. It didn't really help. It didn't really hurt us, but it was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah. I think these guys, they certainly did a lot of work in redesigning the heroes to make them play. I guess the one of the complaints in the original first edition was it was a lot to manage with, you had a lot of effects going on. Like, oh, this guy's giving me a +1, this one's giving me a -1, this one's giving me a +2, this one's giving me a -2. and trying to remember all these things. Well, now, they have all these tokens. I'm doing +1 damage. I'm doing -1 damage. They have all those. So that would help with that problem right off the bat if they had those tokens back in the first edition. But I guess the second other issue that most people complained about with the original edition was that it was can't remember where I was going to go with this. I was looking at one of the reviews or one of the comments, and then it reminded me of something. Damn, I can't remember what I was going to say. I guess the biggest complaints people had with the first edition was that it was kind of fiddly and it was a lot to manage. But like I said, what I liked about the first edition was it was very, you didn't have a lot of these interactions, right? It was play a power, do what it says on the card, play a power, and then draw a card. There wasn't a lot of do this, change to this, which makes this happen, which makes this happen, which makes this happen, which makes me draw a card, which makes this hero do something. And you get this, that's kind of cool that stuff changed. And a lot of people loved it about the second edition, but I think it's kind of a deficit because it's a lot to manage as a solo player and try to remember, okay, where was I when this whole change started? Right? When like we had a couple of it when the Harpies, birds were doing things, right? Now you could just imagine if that had drawn a card from the villain and that card the villain drawed said, if this card is drawn during a hero's turn, right? He has several of those cards. If this card is played during the hero's turn, then do this. And he's going to be doing some damage to the hero with the highest target. So then all of a sudden, you have to now damage the heroes. And you're like, why am I damaging the hero? How did this even happen? When I'm, could you imagine you activate a power, right? Which then does something, you get to have your ally draw a card. They draw a card. That card is played to do damage to the enemy. The enemy then retaliates to you and you end up taking damage. Can you be like, wait a minute, all I did was I played a card and I'm taking damage because of this cascade, which is, again, it's good and fine. It's just it's a lot to manage if you're playing solo, especially when you're going to play minimum 3 heroes. I like to play with 4, but 4 is a little bit much to manage. I like the first edition for its simplicity. It is much simpler. You're not going through your deck, that's where I was going with this. This is where I was going. The biggest problem most people have with the first edition with the heroes, it took them, a little bit longer to get going and get set up. There were some heroes that you need to have certain cards in play, and you're only playing 1 card a turn. So you're playing a card, and then you're waiting, and then you're playing another card, and you're waiting, and you're playing another card, and you're waiting, and then you're playing another card. And finally, you get all your cards in play, and then your hero starts doing I'm doing 3 or 4 or 5 damage now. Oh, that's pretty good. But it took you like 3 or 4 turns to get all your cards in play. So that was kind of the big thing. So the way they've gotten around that in the second edition now is there's a lot of cards that say summon, right? So basically I can go through my deck and find the card I want. Summon a relic card. So you go through your deck and you can find the card, and summon means you get to put it into play immediately. So you'll play a card that says summon an ongoing card. You summon an ongoing card or summon a spell or whatever. That way you get your cards into play. You don't have to wait for the setup. You get them into play a lot more. And there's a lot of going through your deck. How many times do we go through a deck to find cards? It seemed like every turn we were shuffling 1 or 2 of these decks. So I think we played about 8 turns and probably 10 to 12 times we were shuffling a deck because we went through it looking for cards. So there is a lot of that now in the new edition, I will say. There's a lot more of that. But there is that good opportunity now to get those chaining events where as you saw, we didn't get to see much interaction, but some of the other heroes, you can get heroes that'll do things that will cause other things to happen and have other things to happen. We had a little bit of that with the environment. I guess the people are very much helpful of, I guess the first edition didn't really good. I mean, it showed you the phases and stuff, but then it didn't highlight anything. So you had to literally reread every card every turn to make sure you weren't missing something. Because you didn't have the big green letters that said start of turn, right? You would just have all the text on the card and it would say at the start of this turn, this hero does this, 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 right? And so you'd have to look for that. So that, I guess, was a really, kind of a, people didn't like that because it was constantly like, oh, I should have, on the start of my turn, I should have done this and I should have taken care of that. Time for Last of Us. Thanks, ID. Happy gaming, everyone. All right, buddy. We'll see you later. Yeah, I'm going to get off here anyways. I just wanted to follow up on what I was just saying here. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. Do appreciate it. We'll see you later, Steamy. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I like both editions. I was talking with Mike over at the One Shop Co-op Stop. Not talking with him. I commented on his video and I was asking him about whether or not he kept his first edition. And I was commenting basically what I was saying to you guys is I like the first edition for its simplicity because the second edition seems like it's a lot of, and I watched his video and you go watch his video. I would highly recommend you go watch his video, the One Stop Co-op Shop, and just type that in with Sentinels of the Multiverse. He did one like 2 weeks ago and it was against Gloomweaver. And so I said, well, it seems like the new edition, the second edition, I've only played it a couple of times. So I said the second edition seems like it's a lot of cascading actions where you can run into problems with things that happen outside your turn. I'm doing things which are I'm giving you draw a card, and I draw a card and it says, my card says, okay, play this card. And then everyone gets to draw a card, which means everyone now gets to draw a card. And one of my allies that draws a card says, when you play this card, then you can do something to the villain. And then when you do that, you got this big, long, cascading thing that can happen, which is fine. It's just a lot to manage and keep track of. So that was kind of my comment to him. And I just said that to him. And he said he understood my points, but he thought the new edition streamlined everything for him a lot better. It was a lot easier to manage things, was his comment back. And then, so I had asked him whether or not he had his old edition, his first edition or not. And he told me he sold it. And I told him that I kept all my first edition stuff because I still like the first edition. And so we were having this little, posting messages back and forth and blah, blah, blah. So, I was really wanting to find out, and the other thing was I bought not all of it, but I bought a bunch of the Cauldron first edition add-on stuff, which is very expensive card stuff, really good stuff, but it was expensive. And so I'd mentioned that I had picked up a bunch of that stuff. That's why I kept my first edition stuff. And he told me he sold all of his stuff. So he was very disappointed about that, because he would have liked to keep all that stuff. And I said, that's why I didn't sell mine, because I don't want to, I don't want to be regretful in a year or two and say, oh, I wish I would have kept that stuff. I might not go back and play it, but I might. I actually had, literally, the other night I had set up a Cauldron setup. I was going to do a Cauldron, and then I decided in the last minute not to. I decided to put it away and get something else out. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I was really going to play it, and I probably will again. I'm excited to try out the first edition again and give it another chance especially so I can compare it against the second edition, because I think it's a good discussion. We've had a discussion on Sentinels of the Multiverse versus Marvel Champion, but what we really need to do is have a Sentinels of the Multiverse first edition versus Sentinels of the Multiverse second edition comparison video. And like I said, I think they decided to upgrade Sentinels to make it more like Marvel Champions. So they will drag more of the Marvel Champions people over. There's a lot of people, Marvel Champions, oh, I hate it, I'm not going to play it, it's dumb, blah, blah, you know. And there's some that will play it, but not a lot. And so they wanted to make it more like that to get more of the players that might be interested in it. And they made it a lot more complex and more interactive and more challenging, I guess. And kind of fine-tuned all the heroes and made them do faster, better things. But they've taken kind of that charm. You know, there's that sweet simplicity charm of, you know, we teach somebody a game, and you can literally teach this game in like 5 minutes. You say to them, all right, you're going to have 4 cards, right? You're literally going to play a card. You just grab one of your cards that you like. It sounds good. You play it, and that's it. Boom, you're done. Then all you have to do is look and see what cards on the table say power. Then you can activate one of those cards. If you got 20 cards on your table, you can only activate one that say power on them. And then all you do is draw a card. That's literally, I just explained how to play first edition Essentials of the Multiverse. That's it. That's how simple playing this game is originally. Now, they've started adding a little bit more complexity to it, like I said, in the second edition. And it literally is a lot longer to explain things to people now with some of the keywords that you use. Okay, now you could, so like, and you now have phases we have to go through. So in the start phase, you're going to play anything that has start phase. And then you're going to play a card, literally get one of your cards and play it. And then you're going to activate a card that says power on it. And then you're going to draw a card. And then you're going to go through your end phase. So there's a little bit more to explain now. It makes it a little more complex. Because now you've got to worry about when things happen and how things happen and what timing is things. Before it was play a card, activate a power, draw a card, and you're done. And there's something that's really nice about the simplicity of something simple like that. So, yeah, we'll get into that in another episode. We'll talk about it some other time. Right now, I had a good time playing it. I like second edition. I don't know if it's as good as first edition. It's definitely different, though. You might like it. I would highly recommend you try it. And even if you didn't like first edition. I know after further review with Steve Tower wasn't a great fan of the first edition. He might actually like this edition now. Hopefully I got a chance to show you second edition. And hopefully you might try it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you all later. Till then, take care.